Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Library Show. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get that music back up and running. Let's get into the mix. Let's show you what I see happening for Bitcoin as we head on in to Sunday night and the weekly candle close. Let's get ourselves ready for the week ahead, right? Shall we? God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We love you. We appreciate you. We're going to jump on in here to Bitcoin. Quick little fast update. It's still a holiday weekend, still lower volume than normal, but things will change and things will pick up on Monday. You should be ready to get ready for the week ahead. So I want to kind of prepare you and get you going so you're not lackadaisical when this market decides to go and rip. Bitcoin bouncing off the 200 moving average a few times, challenging the 1 hour 200, bouncing back up. That's pretty strong. I could see an inverted head and shoulder today for a move to the upside. I'm more bullish than bearish. Bitcoin did tight inside the channel. And again, I told you I would never trade July 4th weekend, worst time ever. We had an alert there. We said we would go sideways. We did. They dolphin dipped. Got anyone who traded that stop. They stop hunted you for sure. You're going to get stop hunted. It's going to happen. And then decide to possibly plow this puppy back to the upside. Let's take a look. Is there a chance that we bounce here back to the upside for Bitcoin? Interesting times. Let's take a look at what happened here on the daily close and see. We were here last night pretty late hanging out with the lifers, so hasn't been that long since we've been together, right? Only guy who streams like this meticulously because I have to stay on point. It's about you and it's about me. It's about my work ethic. As long as I keep the work ethic going, it doesn't stop. One day could lead to 2 days to 3 days, who knows? So I keep it tightened up, I keep it buttoned up, and I show up every single day. That way, you don't have to think about it. You just do it. Your discipline will take care of you. Everything else will fall into a line if you just keep doing what you got to do. So look, this could be a rising wedge breakout on the weekly to $168,000. I don't see anybody really talking about a lot of bearish div. The thing that I like about it is it creates a very high-end short scenario. So there's a lot of people that are going to short this bearish dip. And there's going to be a bunch of stop losses up here that's going to propel us for a short squeeze to the upside. We'll get BOOKMAP up and loaded for you too as well. I haven't even looked at it yet today, just kind of getting out and getting ready on this beautiful morning. Shout out to everybody here. July 6th, summer days, baby. Never be upset in this summer day. These are the beautiful days, especially if you're from the Northeast where we get those cold, harsh winters. I don't know what that's like anymore. I moved to Florida. So I'm going to leave this place in August and go right back to beautifulness. And when September, October rolls around, November, and it gets nasty cold here on the Northeast, I'll be swimming in the beautiful Gulf waters, hanging out with my friends, taking boats, looking over the water, just absolutely living the life. So, Florida, baby, Florida. And Sarasota, too, a beautiful town to live in. Like, gorgeous. A lot of high-end, just, oh, man, it's just a beautiful place to live. So, Bitcoin. We're looking here. If we had to say it, it still suggests we go down to 106,000. That's still on the table here for BOOKMAP. It was right about 109. Remember how long it called 109? It was slow. And then we went down to 104 a couple times, but we eventually nailed that $109,000 red level. We still got some red levels up here too, to 111,000, but the deepest red is 106, 107.5. I'm not telling you that's where we're going to go for sure. I'm just telling you the information. You take that for what you will. I've been here every single day. Even if you just watch my show and I just gave you the information over time, that information would culminate into a probability. And by you showing up every day, you would actually learn the market. I'm teaching you how to learn the market by action. Show up every day. Learn the market. Show up sometimes. Get eaten alive by the guy that shows up every day. Who do you want to be? I'd rather be the guy that eats everybody alive, right? I don't want to get eaten alive. And again, it is dog eat dog. It's vicious out here. Get yourself situated. So the weekly looks interesting to me. I don't like to see that weekly candle closing with a tweezer top, though. Indecision doji. But we'll see. That's not my favorite weekly close, I'll tell you that. And then we look at the 5-day chart. The 5-day chart ain't bad. Showing signs of just consolidation here, right? Getting kind of tight inside the zone. You can almost say it left that pattern, broke back inside, or it's inside of a rising wedge channel, a rising flag channel. Like the flag itself is rising. And very bullish times, you're going to get bullish flags that actually rise up. And another thing about this is it was at the top of the range, bottom, top, bottom, kind of top. Did it hit the top yet? Does it have to hit the top again clean, Then bottom. 5-day chart looks somewhat interesting. It's still green. And the 3-day chart's the one that's kind of got me looking for that that higher low. Suggesting that we're going to come down here to the bottom of the channel one last time. You see this? And hit 106,000. So it does look like we may get this move down, get tight, and move out. Could we liquidate the any longs at 108.5, 105.8? We could. It's a bunch of liquidity, 105,800 sitting there that could get wiped out. So just, pay attention. But this is likely. And look, that could take 9 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 15 days. It could take anywhere between 6 and 12 days, really, maybe 15 at the most. But I don't think it would take that long. But you never know. I don't know. I know nothing but the fact of my ignorance. Anyone that claims they tell you what's going to happen to Bitcoin, to me, is a fool. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Every single day we do it, and we figure out the probabilities, and then we take advantage of those probabilities. That is it. That is trading. It's not predicting. It's not being a magician. It's just going over the data and taking the best data that you can find. Now, if you don't have a lot of data, how can you take the best? You can't. You're going to go on an app or and if you're using someone else's indicators, they've backtested a bunch of data. So what if you're more thorough and you think your data is better than, you could be more detailed? Well, you're going to be taking someone's indicator that's just not as detailed as you. I know that about myself, so I refuse. I never took anyone else's indicators. Like, I use the indicators on this, that I was given via RVP and stuff, but I never bought a suite. I never used, and they came at me. They had deals. They sat down. We want to work with you. Everybody. Chart Prime, they all wanted to work with me. Lux Algo, they all did. And I just said, I just want to be the lifer, man. I don't want to give my tips, tricks, and strategies away either, So I denied all the business acquisitions that came my way, and only took the ones that really I felt like mattered to us and we could use to our, that were good for the group. So shout out to everybody here on the live. The daily also could be a symmetrical triangle, with a fake breakdown right there. That's what I'm looking at. This is a fake out. They broke back inside. You try to make it look like this, but this is just almost too much. But even if you do that, it is a symmetrical triangle. See? Wants to break to the upside. 50-50. Could go either way. Sorry. And you're overbought on the daily. The daily could roll over right now and just completely dump on your face. There's even bearish div on the daily, right? As this kind of swings flat or down and that swings up. The daily doesn't look good, and the daily could shoulder head, right shoulder it. We've been kind of talking about this. What if Bitcoin takes a massive dump down to 84? And there's like some collapse, some crazy black swan. Things don't go the way they thought. Anything is possible. Must be open-minded. I used to think, oh no, it's up only. And then be devastated when things didn't go my way. Like so emotionally bent out of shape for weeks that I couldn't even eat. You can't get like that. You got to keep telling yourself, I don't know where it's going. That way you won't get upset when it doesn't go there. Well, you think it was going to go. You got to extrapolate the situation. Keep yourself free. All right, that's how I was able to win. I won in this game. I came out with more money than they took from me. Remember that. A lot of people don't do what I did. They go in with way less money. They leave with way less money than they started. I didn't do that. They did it to me a few times, but I eventually won. And I stashed so much that they can't stop me now, baby. And I want to teach you how to do it. I want to teach you how to grind. I want to teach you how to take you to the highest level. The guy with no sound is out of his mind. Sorry. Go fix your computer and get your ears checked over here. I love you, though. You probably just, it happens to people, right? They don't know what they're doing with their own computers. I don't know how. I'm with Sammy. I've been holding to my short since 109.8. Wow. 15-minute chart closes the candle above the 200 for the first time since Friday. Sound be good, baby. Yeah. Hey, Sam, what are your thoughts on SPX 69? Price getting tight. It's a good coin that's strong compared to most. You can say whatever you want. Like meme, whatever you want. It's strong. It's been doing damage. Look, we got Elon's party. Funny. People will go on that. Remember, World Liberty Finance also hit a Bitcoin getting a bit of a pump. We're going to talk about that. World Liberty Finance. What is that hit? It's on MEXC. Hold on, I want to see this. I got a text yesterday from a friend. I think it was my wife, actually. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to see. I got a text from my wife. This is just the beginning, but I know, right? So World WLFI, right? Yeah. And it was pre-market trading on MEXC. Do they have it on MEXC yet? No, I don't see it yet. Somehow you could get like a pre-market acquisition, I believe. Okay, inside, just in, Whale Insider, World Liberty Finance, WFLI trades at 19 cents with 165 million in total volume on MEXC, pre-market trading. It's a day ago. Trying to see what they're talking about here. Yeah. WLFI. Oh yeah, so you got to go to MEXC to the DEX. MEXC got a DEX now on the exchange. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen that yet either. MEXC is really innovating. You see what they did with spot trading? They turned spot trading into the best. I've always wanted spot trading to look like that. MEXC did it. MEXC changed the game. And they continue to innovate when other exchanges don't. You can say whatever you want. Like, I put them up against the best. They interface, everything is exactly how I would want it to be. Their perpetual and their spot looks exactly the same. That's beautiful. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love MEXC for many, 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 many reasons. They seem to get coins quicker than everybody else. They got the DEX. So look, like you go here and you got a DEX. And you can run the DEX right here. I haven't even gotten into the DEX yet. Like, here it is right here. So they've got like a DEX interface, okay, where you can access all these smaller coins, right? Pretty crazy. And I'm going to get further into this and kind of teach you how to, wow. Pretty cool. The DEX swap, right? What's trending, what's hot. This is crazy, man. I'm trying to find that token, though. There's so many out there. Don't go too crazy today. It still is low volume. But yeah, I just kind of want to show you how this works. And I believe you can create a wallet. You can trade. The DEX is right here. This is going to be amazing. The DEXs and the centralized exchanges coming together in a major way. Got to make a video about this really and put this on the radar. People don't realize what MEXC's doing. Another thing that MEXC did, I'm just saying, and again, I don't even like whatever. Like, I like promoting myself. I'm not even into shilling. But look, you just look at trade right here. Oh, wow, you could trade right there. You could trade Tesla. Look at there. I don't know what that is. That's crazy, right? But funny, Tesla unsold. These are coins. Maneki. There's my Maneki. There's DJI 930. This coin is hot. Let's talk about this coin, DJI 930. I put this out. I found it when it was $660,000 market cap. Still was a little weary of it. Dodge. It's now a $13 million market cap. It did a 13x. It did the dolphin dip out the flag, came back, went tight. Still up from when we put it out down here. My entry was there too for you guys, 004. It's at 13. That's basically a 3x, right? It did a 229. Oh, yeah, from here, because we got in right there. Did a 3x, still holding gains of 189%. This thing is hot right now with a $13 million market cap. Saw it at 660, and I think it could get bigger and bigger, just like SPX 69. I don't think people realize what could happen here with this coin. And so I put it out to the trading group down there. If you guys got in, you got paid. And I hooked you up. I was scanning the market till 2 in the morning one night, and I found the hotness when everyone else was playing games. There's always opportunity in this market. I'm telling you, every single time I put a lot of effort and time into crypto, it pays me even more than any other industry I've ever put effort and time into. I don't care. It's just amazing how much crypto gives back when you give it a lot of your time. So I give a lot of my time to cryptocurrency because it pays to play. So there you have it with Bitcoin, getting tight inside the range. Two scenarios. One, you got this tight version here. You could follow the flag and that actual trend line. For me, it's like, well, Bitcoin's got to break out sooner than later, or we're going to take a massive dump to the downside here. Bit of a diamond, no, on the 22-hour time frame. I feel like it has some diamond vibes. In from the bottom, down out the bottom, right? So just something to think about. And then we go to that 8 hour. The 8 hour is kind of inside this little flag here too, see? Real tight. Price action getting tight. 4 hour too, above the 200 moving average, but kind of looks like a half a... I've been seeing this recently. You got no real right shoulder. You just got a half a head and shoulder. And it plays out. It plays out weirdly. I've seen them like the last, 4 or 5 months. I've seen a couple of those on and off. And now Bitcoin bouncing off the 200 moving average here on the 1 hour time frame. That's bullish to me, right? As long as it can stay above the 200, we can get the pump. And this is the flag that I've been going over here. And to me, it's kind of back inside the flag. And you would expect sideways price action throughout the entire July 4th weekend. And that's why you don't even pay attention. You're just like, whatever, right? But then we get the breakout. And so it looks like Bitcoin could be bumping up to 109.5, or at least even here to 108.7. Just, it looks more bullish than bearish right now on the 1 hour time frame. Let the 1 hour play out. Could make another right shoulder here too, as well, as I suggested earlier. The shoulder head, right shoulder. Bitcoin pumping. 15-minute, like somebody said, back above the 200. Hasn't been back above the 200 MA since it cracked it there in July 2nd. So it's been 4 days since we got that move. We kind of slumped below it. This is also a catalyst for me for longing. I like when the 15-minute breaks the 200. However, the 21's getting a little far away, right? Here's my model too, and there is, look, the 1 minute broke the 200 moving average. Once one candle closed above the 1 minute, we pump. That signal plays out on low volume Saturdays, any day really. It's amazing how accurate it is. A candle close above the 200 on the 1 minute, we get a move to the upside. So I would watch your 7, your 15, kind of see how things go today. Make sure you stay above the 15-minute 200. If you can do that, stay bullish. Look for a flag on that 15. Look for us to stay above the 200 moving average. We'll be back later on tonight to break it down for the weekly candle close. That is my update today. Enjoy your day, everybody. Go after your dreams. Live your life. But also be with your family. And remember, these memories with your family are, you got to create these memories with your kids, your family, your loved ones, brothers and sisters. If you're alone, no one's in your life. Hey, thank you for coming to the Crypto Lifer, and you got yourself a family with the Lifers. Trust me. There's a lot of people. The other day, someone said, my brothers died, my mom and dad died, I'm all about, it's it. I get it, man. I lost my mom and dad too. I feel like I'm out there in the ether. God's got my back though, and I got your back, and we have nothing to stress. I love you guys. Have no fear. I lost it all. Except for my kids and my wife. I didn't lose it all, but I lost my mom and dad in 18 months. You know, my dad's been dead almost 2 years. My mom's been dead a year and a half now. I can't even believe that. Finn and Daisy. But, you know, when we're pulled to despair and things are taken from us, let us find ourselves getting closer to God and not further away. For God is your answer. God is your savior, and the unlimited energy that can keep me pushing. How do I do it every day? I do it with the will of God. I'm telling you right now, there's no way I could have done these many days straight without my belief in God. I love you all. Thank you so much. I can't wait to be back later on tonight to teach, to preach, and have a good time with each and every one of you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me a platform and a place. Stay positive. Stay amazing. I'll catch you on the flip side. Remember, the secret to success is getting started.